My people, what goes around comes around. Fight when they say make papa and mama no hear. Now community na con dey settle the fight right now. My people, make una come hear wetin dey happen. How Osibajo take give one woto to Mr. Tinubu. The Baba of Lagos. My people, not be small one dey happen right now. This presidential election matter when e dey grand dem. E dey bring out many secrets. They come out. Wetin they don't do in the past. All of them don dey fall out right now. The way the whole matter don dey go so. So my people, make una watch this video to the end. Make una use na ear take hear the way Osibajo take give am back to Tinubu. So my people, make you watch this video to the end and make you leave your own thoughts. What do you think concerning this video? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this our YouTube channel as we go to watch this video together.
When our party, then the ACA, was rigged out of elections in Osun, in Ekiti, in Ondo, and in Edo State, I was asked, he invited me to his residence, as Ashiwaju invited me to his residence at Bodilon. And he said to me, the only way by which we can possibly reclaim the states that have been taken away from us by this rigging is going through the courts. And he said to me that the only way is by proving that there was multiple voting. In other words, proving that a few people simply thumbprinted ballot papers, dumped the ballot papers into ballot boxes, and they were counted in favor of the opposition, then of course the PDP. He then said to me that the only way we can do this is by somehow, he says, I don't know how you are going to do it, but somehow proving by forensic evidence that this is exactly what happened. I said to him, I said, Ashiwaju, look, nobody has ever proved an electoral case, an electoral petition by forensic evidence. There's just no history of it. He said, and I said, what is even more? We have over a million ballot papers. If we consider all of the ballot papers in each of these states, there are over a million, or in fact at the time there were about 1.3 million ballot papers putting together all the states. And how can we prove multiple voting? He said, you know, I mean, I've told you what my own view is. You just go and look for a way of sorting this out. So I went to the UK and met with possibly the most experienced fingerprint expert in the entire United Kingdom, a gentleman called Adrian Forty, introduced to me by some of the QCs who I'd worked with in the UK. And when I told Adrian Forty the enormity of the problem, he laughed and almost fell off his chair. He said, in all my own almost 50 years of experience as a fingerprint expert, I have not even done up to 4,000 fingerprints. You are now saying that I should come and do 1.3 million fingerprints. Come on, I mean, that's almost impossible. Anyway, so we parted that day, that was a Thursday. And then he called me back on a Monday and said, let's talk again about this crazy thing that you are suggesting. And we sat and talked about it. And somehow designed a way. He said, of course, we used a bit of technology. But most importantly, we were able to get fingerprint experts. He said to me, he said, the only way is to get the number of fingerprint experts that have never been assembled before. I said, about how many? He said, a minimum of 50 fingerprint experts. In the end, we hired 63 fingerprint experts, 63. 50 of them were from the UK police. What was even more interesting about that was that even to get the UK police to support us, Ashiwaju had to come all the way from Nigeria to come and talk to friends and people who he knew to try and persuade the authorities to let us use the UK police. In the end, they allowed us to, of course, in the spare time of those policemen. And we got an additional 10. Policemen. Altogether, 63 policemen working flat out for almost 6 months. We were able to put together for the first time definitely in the history of electoral petitions anywhere in the world, were able to put together a solid forensic case that showed that all of the places where we were defeated, it was on account of multiple thumb printing. And we also demonstrated that it was impossible for those who said they voted. For instance, we showed that if you cast 20,000 votes in a particular unit, when we calculated the time that it takes to cast one single vote, it's usually above 5 minutes. But we discovered that our friends in that other political party were able to cast their votes in 5 seconds, because all they were doing was simply thumb printing. They just simply take out a booklet and thumb print as many as possible. So we were able to demonstrate all of that in court. Cut a long story short, one by one, we were able to get back the states that had been taken away from us. The only way by which that could ever have been achieved is surely not just by the vision, but by the determination of the leader, of our leader at that time. It was, of course, the leader of the ACN.
For those that have won, I'd ask you this. What did you win? Did you win the confidence of the people, or you won intimidation and fear of the people? Did you win the belief of the people, or you won their disbelief in what Nigeria has become, sadly? Did you win the trust of the people, or you won the discontent of the people? Did you truly win them over, or you won chaos on the streets? Did you truly win the affirmation of the people, or you won the coercion of the people? Did you really win the togetherness of the people, or you won the division of the people because of your own innate selfish benefits? Did you truly win the love of the people, or you won the disgust of the people? So I ask again, for all of those that won by coercing the people, what did you win, I ask you? One day will come, we'll grow old, we'll be in our dying beds, and we'll take a panoramic view at our lives. Would you truly say that this was a moment you were proud of? Would you truly tell your children that this is a moment I can bequeath to you as my legacy? Would you truly say it was a sweet victory? Because after all is said and done, life will have stripped you to bare knuckle. It will be a preparation to meet your maker, and you will take a panoramic view of your life. You've got nothing to hide or no shame. You are no longer who you used to be. It is going to be you and your conscience. What will you say to yourself about this moment? And that's why today should be a time of introspection. I believe Nigeria can heal despite the brokenness in the country today. But for us to heal, we need to tell ourselves the truth. And for those that did win in a clean way, that got the affirmation of the people, continue to do your good work. Continue to win the trust of the people. But in all of this,